Hey, folks, it's time for the Mike North 5-minute half-hour news brought to you by the Village of Rosemont. Let me tell you something. Be the hit at the water cooler. Be the hit at the restaurant that you're hanging out with your buddies at. Be the hit walking down the street. They'll say, where did you hear this? On the Mike North 5-minute half-hour news. And let me tell you something, folks. We tell you in 5 minutes what it takes anybody else a half an hour to do. We are the #1 5-minute half-hour news division in the country, ladies and gentlemen. Anita Alvarez, state's attorney. You can't find her. She wants to be a federal judge. David Cashman, who was a few years back knocked out allegedly by Mayor Daley's nephew. Basically, now they're saying they can't find the police report, they can't find this, they can't find that. Reading from former state's attorney Dick Devine today, he said there should be a file. They can't find a file. There has been a cover-up. Anita Alvarez, if she's in charge, should not be a federal judge. In fact, they better, and they're going to put the heat on her. Anita Alvarez wanted this job. With it comes some heat, Anita. And for you to not even come out and talk about this case, the papers aren't going away. Look, they've been talking about this guy now for about a month. The Sun-Times has been running, really target headlines towards this situation. They're putting the pressure on you. They're putting the pressure on the administration. They're putting the pressure on the Chicago Police Department. And to Mrs. Cashman, I do know this. She was willing to let it go. Dude, she didn't think anybody would purposely try to kill her son. And I don't think so anyway, but the punch did kill her, and now it's time for somebody to pay the piper. Sorry, that's just the way it goes. And she may end up paying the piper, because if she goes to become a federal judge, this will be brought up. This will be brought up, and she should never be appointed unless she clarifies herself. Chris Brown, Good Morning America yesterday. Let me tell Chris Brown a little fact of life. When you do something, I don't care if it's 15 minutes ago, there may be somebody, they'll bring it up. If you do something, I don't care if it's 15 years ago, they may bring something up. Okay? I did things in the early 90s. You got to pay. If somebody brings it up, you know what you say? I know what you said. That was 2 years ago. Hell, they brought up stuff that was 10, 15 years ago with me or other people. Bottom line is, it's never going to go away what you did to Rihanna. She was bruised up. She was beaten. And from what I've heard, the pictures of her, the actual pictures of her, and maybe we'll try to find some pictures of Rihanna if we can. Brutal. Brutal. You beat up a woman, you got to pay the price, man. Sorry, you stormed off the set and then you broke a window in the green room. Unbelievable. Howard Stern saying today that basically anybody that owns Sirius radio is ordering because of him. He says he's got something in place that if over 2 million are brought in every single year from Sirius XM, that he deserves a bonus and is entitled to a bonus. Now, haven't seen the paperwork. He might be right there soon, but here's what I'll tell Howard Stern. They put 2 million, or they put a ton of radios into the car for XM Sirius every single year, into GM, into other cars, okay? If you want that, they do it for 3 months. If you want to keep it, you pay. But they don't go, oh, yes, I want Howard Stern. Sorry, that's the deal that they were cut. Stern deserved everything he got at the beginning. He's a legend in radio. But now, he seems to think that he's the be-all, end-all. Let me tell you something. There's a nice following for Howard Stern, a huge following for Howard Stern. But even Howard Stern had his ceiling. His ceiling's over. That's what they're telling him. Sorry, Howard. If they wanted you, they would have ordered you a long time ago. Also, today, women say that 44% of the women say that often they think of a former lover. And I haven't checked with the old lady yet, okay? I've been with her so long, I forgot former lovers. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're at home tonight, men, take a good look at your wife. And take a look at her before you shut off the light and say, good night, honey. Take a good look and say, good night, honey. And then wonder to yourself, I wonder who she's thinking about. And shut off the light, because she ain't thinking about you. How's that? She's going, good night, honey. And she's going, what happened to that guy from 5 years ago? As she rolls over the other way and falls into a sleep depression because she's laying next to you. Have accountability with your wives. Talk to your wives today. Get the word out. But if they start to get hostile, back off, because who's going to make you your sandwich? That's all I'm trying to tell you. You have a sandwich that has to be made. And if you, believe me, when I get in an argument with my wife, all operations cease and desist. Nothing. You want to talk about the Japan nuclear plant? When I get in a little discussion with Bibi, all operations cease and desist. I have to put the suit on. So just, hey, be careful how you word things today. The Bulls win last night. Derrick Rose gets 30 points and 10 assists. Unbelievable, and only one turnover. I mean, think about that. And Gino Auriemma's mad because they're not getting full crowds of women's basketball. Hey, asswipe, it's women's basketball. You think we're going to file in to see that? Everybody knows UConn's going to win the game. Here's what I would tell you to do. Go on the road next year. If you don't want to host them at home, you crybaby. My God, you fell into a deep, deep vat of crap, and you came out smelling like the greatest of roses. Hey, be smart. Also, today, weather. Inclement. Wear a raincoat a little bit. Get a little breezy. Wear a parka and bring an umbrella. You've been listening to the Mike North 5-Minute Half-Hour News, brought to you by the Village of Rosemont. I'm Mike North for the Village of Rosemont. From the 9th largest convention center to restaurants to theaters, sports venues, and hotels. 5 minutes from O'Hare, you got it all here. Rosemont, you can't miss it.